Hey, you guys, it's Double Moms, and in today's episode, we're going to take a look at Intelligent Living Application Group Inc., ticker symbol ILAG, a Chinese microfloat stock sympathy play. But before we begin, if you haven't already subscribed, guys, hit that subscribe button, set notifications on so you don't miss any episodes, and like and share. Also, let me begin by saying we are not financial or stock advisors, and we're not giving stock or financial advice. This episode is for entertainment purposes only. Da 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 da. Hey, always do your own due diligence. If you want access to our private Discord so you can get our pre-market picks early, the link is in the description. We pick a lot of bangers a lot of times. We called out SYRA pre-market today, February 8th, 2024, before it ran up 774%. We also called out HKIT yesterday, February 7th, 2024, and pre-market today, February 28th, before it ran up 559%. We also called out CCTG pre-market today before it ran up 382%. And of course, we also called out HOLO pre-market yesterday, February 7th, 2024, and pre-market today, February 8th, before it ran up today 198%. We also featured that stock in a video we premiered yesterday after its parabolic run up yesterday, 3,277%. And we pulled that out in our private Discord before that run. We also called out SXTC pre-market yesterday, February 7th, and pre-market today, February 8th, before it ran up 147%. And we called out BETS yesterday on February 7th, 2024, and pre-market today, February 8th, before it ran up 141%. And we called out MLGO pre-market today, February 8th, before it ran up 105%. And finally, we called out UCAR pre-market today, which ran up 103%. And that is eight runners today, girls. 8 runners today. Ha ha ha. We are just made different. Just made different, guys. This is what we do. And the early bird gets the cash. By the way, we've also included a link to our membership website program, which also includes all of our incredible stock picks and over 380 episodes of material on how we find and trade stocks, how we read candlestick patterns, how we read key levels, how we use those critical indicators, and much, much more. Of course, there are no guarantees that you'll succeed at trading stocks if you join our membership site or not, but we share with you how we trade and what's been working for us. So let's get right into it with Intelligent Living Application Group Inc., ticker symbol ILAG, which is headquartered in Kwai Chung, Hong Kong. It is a publicly traded NASDAQ building products and equipment company with an $8.49 million market cap and 374 employees. Intelligent Living Application Group Inc. manufactures and sells through its subsidiaries mechanical lock sets to customers in the United States and in Canada. Its lock sets consists of deadbolts, entry lock sets, privacy lock sets, and passage lock sets, as well as storeroom locks. The company offers lock sets for outdoors comprising of main entrances and gates and indoor uses. Intelligent Living Application Group Inc. was founded in 1981. Now, let's take a look at ILAG's most recent news. Back in October of 2023, the company received a letter from the NASDAQ Stock Exchange notifying the company that because the closing bid price for the company's ordinary shares listed on NASDAQ was below $1 for 30 consecutive trading days, it no longer meets the minimum bid price requirement for continued listing on the NASDAQ Stock Exchange, which requires a minimum bid price of $1 per share. Although the notification has no immediate effect on the listing of the company's ordinary shares, the company has a period of 180 calendar days from the notice date, which is until April 16, 2024, to regain compliance with the minimum bid price requirement. The company will need to provide written notice of its intention to cure the deficiency during the second compliance period by effecting a reverse stock split if necessary, according to the letter from NASDAQ. So the company has until April to bring itself into compliance with NASDAQ listing requirements, and a reverse stock split may be in its discretion to effect. The company announced it will actively monitor the bid price during this compliance period, and it'll consider all available options to resolve the deficiency to regain the compliance with the minimum bid price requirement for NASDAQ. Also, on November 30th, 2023, the company announced its unaudited financial results for the 6 months ended June 30th, 2023. Revenues decreased by about 73.6% for the 6 months ended June 30th, 2022. Gross profits also decreased by 82.3% for those 6 months, and net loss was about $2,820,521, an increase in the loss of $2,586,790 from net loss of $233,731 for the 6 months ended in June 30th, 2022. Now, another thing to remember about the stock is that the float is just 8.33 million shares. It is a micro float stock. Now, the price on ILAG stock ran upward today 132% in after hours, and the price rose about as high as $1.05. The fact that this is a Chinese micro float stock, and the possibility that the company will need to consider options to meet the minimum bid requirements for continued NASDAQ listing, including a possible reverse stock split, could potentially keep the price moving upward tomorrow if more volume or another news catalyst comes in. Also, this seems to be a sympathy stock play, since several Chinese stocks similar to ILAG have rallied this week. An example is HOLO, which we called pre-market yesterday, February 7th, before its huge run up 3,277%. It is a Chinese microfloat stock company that had a recent reverse stock split to meet NASDAQ's listing requirements also. Another stock is BETS, which is also a Chinese microfloat stock that the company recently announced a 1-for-1,000 reverse split in January 2024 by its board of directors. All of these factors can continue to move the price action upward for ILAG. A continuation in price increase is possible. We will be keeping an eye on it. Now, as we said earlier, folks, if you want access to our private Discord so you can get our pre-market picks early, the link is in that description. We pick a lot of bangers a lot of times. We are just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. By the way, we've also included that link to our membership website program, which also includes all of our incredible stock picks and over 380 episodes of material on how we find and trade stocks, how we determine our entry and our exit points on our trades, how we read those candlestick patterns, how we use those key levels, how to read those critical indicators, and much, much more. Of course, There are no guarantees that you'll succeed in trading stocks if you join on membership site or not, but we share with you how we trade and what's working for us. In conclusion, Intelligent Living Application Group Inc., ILAG, is a publicly traded NASDAQ company that is in the industrial sector, which is a Chinese microfloat stock. Now, the Chinese stocks have been the flavor of the day and have been rallying this week. ILAG is a company we're going to be watching because with the right increase in volume, we believe it could be conducive for momentum parabolic day trading. Will ILAG run parabolic? It will need continued volume, but who knows for sure? Of course, we would need to see that continued volume before we would actually day trade this stock. This is not advice, folks. We are not pros. It's just my opinion, and I will have ILAG on my watch list. This is Double Moms, guys, and I will see all of you again on the flip side.